All right, it's evening, YouTube. Thought I'd do a bench update. So, Bella Tribute model is coming along pretty well. Been doing a lot of painting. Primer to wheels. As you can see, the body's in pink. That's just a primer. I will be using some decanted, I believe it's Revving Red. It's the one-shot lacquer by Testors. So I'll be using that. The primer is this Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500. I like that a lot. I've been using that exclusively. It's the same on the wheels, but it's just gray. Primered the hood. Primered the top and the wheel backs. The frame's pretty much close to being done. Motors up there. Chairs are the seats, roll bars. I've done the shocks. They're just drying. See if I can get them. Can't get that to focus. There we go. I used some Tamiya retarder on that. What else? I bought some weathering products. I'll be using those to weather the vehicle. So if you've not seen this stuff, this is the Wet Mud by AK. It literally looks like mud when it dries. And then on the treads, I'll be using some of their pigments, Dark Earth, and sounds kind of weird, but it's a really light color. I'll be using the North African Dust. Is it North African? Yeah, North Africa Dust. So that's that in a nutshell. It's coming along. This body is super awkward to paint. For those of you, and you know, the build that I'm doing has been done, I don't know, 4 or 5 times on YouTube. I've seen it 4 or 5 times. So mine's going to be a little unique in that I'm going to be using the half top up here, but it won't be glued in. So one of the things that I always wanted to do on each build is I want to stretch my legs. So I want to try to do something different. So the Galaxy is going to be way different. So as you can see, I have cut the doors out, cut the trunk out. This is going to be a Pro Street. Doors are cut out. I'm still not 100%. This is really thin up here. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to keep that or not. And I think I'm going to actually have to get rid of it by necessity because the glass includes that. And if the doors are opening, can't have that. So I have to cut that piece off. So I either cut it off and put it in there or something to that effect. One of the things that I did to cut those out is I took a X-Acto blade and put some scalpel blades in there. These are 11s, I believe. Does it say on here? Yeah, it's an 11. So if you buy these, make sure you buy the right blade. These are on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. They're not expensive at all. But I'll tell you right now, if you're not careful with those suckers, they'll lay you open in a heartbeat. Haven't had that mishap yet. But what I like about this, now I experimented based on feedback that I got from Butch over at Full Throttle Customs. The first door I did, which was this one, is done by just a regular blade. What I found doing it that way is it opens up that seam a little bit, and I like to keep it as tight as possible. So when I went to this side, you know, I did with this blade, it took a lot longer because the blade's so thin, but it made a way cleaner cut. Now you have to be careful with these things. It's easy to lose control. As you can see on the bottom there, I missed. When you're cutting doors out, you'll eventually jump out of track and you'll have those mishaps. So you just got to putty it back up. And down here, the only thing I'm worried about is I put some putty on here to see if I was going to be able to see it, and I don't, but there is a little slight miss down here at the bottom of the door. So the plan for this ride is to buy a crap ton of aftermarket parts and make this a one-off build that you can only I only dreamed about trying to accomplish. So it is way out of my comfort zone, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? Just buy a new body, right? So we'll see how it goes. I don't know how to make these door jambs. I'm going to make the frame all scratch build. I am going to make the interior scratch build. The motor will be aftermarket. The rear end will be, I haven't really decided, but I'm thinking about the 9-inch Ford rear end with a 4-link. And then the trunk will be all enclosed. That's the theory. So we'll see how it goes. And that's it in a nutshell. Appreciate you guys watching again, and I hope you guys have a good evening. I've got the football game playing in the background, as you can hear. So have a good night, guys. That's Terry. I'm out.